सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवो भूतं यथा निद्रया। यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये मेवाद्वयं Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Namaidam Dakshinamurtaye Bijasyantarivankuro Jagadidam prāng-nirvikalpam punaha Maya kalpita desha kala kalana Vaichitrya-chitrīkritam Māyāvīva vijrambhayatyapi maha yogī vayasvechaya Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. Prostrations unto Dakshinamurthy, who knows the greatest reality of this world. And what is the greatest reality? Swatmanam advayam atmanam eva sakshat kurute. The self alone exists, nothing else. Then what is the nature of this world then? This world is like city seen in the mirror. No independent existence. Just like the city in the mirror, it is an illusory existence. An existence dependent on the mirror. In the same way, the whole world, where does it exist? In me, in the self. What is our erroneous notion? I exist in the world. But what is the Guru saying? No. The world is existing in you. World has no independent existence. What is my understanding? I come and go. Few years I am here, and after that I die and I am finished. The Guru says, no. The world comes and goes. Okay. The world has no existence apart from you. You alone exist. So now the topic of srishti is taken. Why is this world created? Who has created this world? When was it created? All these questions have to be answered. So yesterday we were saying why this creation came into existence. What is the answer? Yaha sva-ichchaya vijrumbhayati. This came into existence, this world came into existence. Desired by God. That's the meaning actually. But logically when we think, God cannot desire anything. Why should He desire something? Because a desire is an expression of imperfection. So then yesterday we said, it is not the absolute Brahman which is desiring anything. It is the Paramatma identified with the body-mind. What is Paramatma identified with body-mind? Jīvātmā. It is this Jīvātmā which is desiring. So desire is coming from the Jīvātmā. Otherwise there is no need for the world. So Ichcha is there. So here is this Jīvātmā trying to find happiness, trying to find fulfillment through the world, through the objects of the world. Every desire is for happiness. So the Jīvātmā wrongly believes that I can be happy with the world, with the things, beings and situations of the world. It is this desire which has projected this world outside. So as long as the desire is there, so long the creation also will be there. So this is the Ichha at the Jīvātmā level. What is the Ichha at the Paramatma level? Remember, three entities we have to remember. What are the three entities? Nirguna Brahman, Saguna Brahman and Jīvātmā. Three entities. Exactly like a person is there, is a real person. When he looks into a convex mirror, his face will appear one way. When he looks into a concave mirror, his face will look in another way. How many are there? Only one. But now they are expressing as three. Concave becomes small, isn't it? Right? So this Jīvātmā is the one. Who is Jīvātmā? The very same consciousness looking into the concave mirror. Jīvātmā, it has become small. The very same consciousness looking into the convex mirror. Who? Saguna Brahman. That consciousness which is not looking into any mirror by itself. That is Nirguna Brahman. Three entities we have to remember. From the standpoint of Nirguna Brahman, from pure consciousness, is there any creation? No. Is there any desire? No. Be very clear. There is no world only. It is exactly like asking the sun, "Oh sun, why are you creating day and night?" What will sun say? Which day, which night? From the standpoint of the sun, there is no day, there is no night. So there are three different standpoints. And the answer will change according to the different standpoints. Right? From the standpoint of the Jīvātmā, what is this Ichha? This Ichha is to enjoy the world, fulfill the desires of the world. This Jīvātmā is none other than Paramatma, identified with BMI. Ignorance. In ignorance, it is desiring the world. What is the desire of the Saguna Brahman? Consciousness. What is Saguna Brahman? Consciousness identified with the Samashti. Identified with the cosmic mind, the total mind. This is the definition of Saguna Brahman. Right? What is the desire? To fulfill the desire of Jīvātmā. Right? In fact, it has a bigger purpose. What is the bigger purpose? To help Jīvātmā come out of this birth-death cycle. He is a well-wisher of this Jīvātmā. So therefore, this Paramatma gives various experiences. In the process of fulfilling the desires of the Jīvātmā, slowly, this Paramatma takes this Jīvātmā out and liberates him. For example, Jīvātmā has got tamasic desires. Those desires are fulfilled. At the same time, there is a sense of emptiness. So then he comes out of tamasic desires. Now what kind of desires he will have? Rajasic desires. Now even when he is fulfilling all these rajasic desires, there is a sense of emptiness, lack of fulfillment. So naturally the desires become sattvic desires. As he is fulfilling the sattvic desires, he is not happy. So every time you go one step, there you find a sense of lack of fulfillment, then you go to the next step. That is how the whole creation is. The creation is designed to take you out, just like the womb is designed to take the child out of the womb. The womb helps the child to grow, and then it slowly, steadily, gradually, it is designed to take the baby out. A tree is designed to make the fruit grow and slowly leave the tree. See? So the creation has a purpose. So from the Paramatma standpoint, that is the Ichha. that all the Jīvātmā should exit this world, get liberated. That's why it is said, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanah nirvedam ayat nastya kritakritena. Let an intelligent person do pariksha of this world. Finally, what will be the conclusion? You indulge in any kind of pleasure, you fulfill any kind of worldly desire, finally the state of mind is no, happiness is not here. Nirvedam ayad, vairagya is definite. Because the world is designed that way. Nobody can get stuck. What happens when you get stuck? There is more and more pain. What happens when you are in pain? You start introspecting. What happens when you introspect? You come to know you are in the wrong direction. Then what will happen? That introspection will lead to the right direction. That's all. You have no choice. We have no choice but to get liberated. If you stand still, there is more pain. And as you evolve, the intensity of pain also, you become more and more aware of the pain. Pain is there. Earlier I was not conscious of the pain, but as I evolved spiritually, I become more and more aware of the pain. Of the pain in taking birth. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi is nothing but dukkham. Coming to this world is nothing but pain, nothing but sorrow. Birth is sorrow, death is sorrow, old age is sorrow. Separation is sorrow, varieties of sorrows. So, taking a body and coming to this world is nothing but misery. I slowly realize. And the more intensely I realize, what happens? Mumukshutvam becomes strong. And when mumukshutvam becomes strong, you do everything to come out of that misery. Attending this class is one such attempt. Yes, why did you come here? You have not come here to pass time. No. You have come with a purpose. From where did that purpose come from? Very many of you have been discouraged by your family members. Don't go, be here. You have your professional commitments, family commitments, but still something from within is saying, no, I have to go. What is that? That is mumukshutva. The world is designed for that. Everyone has to go through these stages. Everyone. If not today, tomorrow. If not this birth, next birth. If not next birth, maybe thousands of births after. But it has to happen. Because the world is designed that way. Right. Right. Now let us move further from swa-ichchaya. So next question is, with what is Bhagwan creating this world? Because whenever you have to create, two things are absolutely essential. One is nimitta kāranam. The second is upādāna kāranam. If you want to create something, you need the material to create, number one. And also you need the intelligence, the knowledge to create. So there has to be upādāna kāranam. Upādāna kāranam means what? Material. Material cause. Nimitta kāranam means efficient cause. So the common traditional example given is the potter. So if the pot has to come into existence, there has to be mud with which it is created. That is a material cause. And there has to be a potter. That is the efficient cause. The maker of the pot. The one who has knowledge. The sentient being who creates it. So as far as this creation is concerned, what is the material from which it has been created? So therefore, the example is given. What is example? Mayaviva, mayavi iva vijrambhayati, maha yogi iva vijrambhayati. This is the example. So what is being tried to explain is, Bhagwan himself is the upadana karanam, Bhagwan himself is the nimitta karanam. Abhinna-nimita-upādāna kāranam. Abhinna-nimita-upādāna kāranam. This is the name of God. Yathorna nabhi srujate grunhate cha. Just like the spider. That is the example given in the Upanishad. Spider. It brings out that web from itself. It takes the web into itself. And who designs that web, makes that web? Spider itself. So material is coming from the spider. The intelligence also is from the spider only. So here the example is given that of Mayavi. Who is a Mayavi? A magician. So a magician creates, some city or something. Actually the whole thing is an illusion. There nothing exists. But you see it. You see it. So what is the material cause of that creation created by the Mayavi, the magician? The material is also the magician. The efficient cause also is the magician. Now this example has a defect. What is the defect? You can't interact with his creation. You can't have your desires fulfilled by that creation. Why? Because it's an illusion. Just like Drishyamana Nagari. So therefore the second example is given. Yogī iva. So here the mention is about Vishvāmitra Rishi, who created trishanku svarga. For whom? Trishanku. I hope you know the story. So in between Svarga and Bhuloka, he created a world. And Trishanku stayed there for some time. Maybe that was the first international space station. He stayed there. Means what? He created an interactable world where he could fulfill all his desires. But that world was an illusion. So the point here is, just like the yogi creates that world, which is very much a real world, an interactable world, but who is the material cause? The yogi himself. Who is the efficient cause? Yogi himself. In the same way, the Lord has created the world. Our best example is again dream example only. What is the material with which the dream is created? The samskaras gathered in the waking. So actually the material is coming from us. What is the efficient cause? Who has created it? There is nobody other than me. So I myself am the material cause. I myself am the efficient cause. So this answers this particular question. From which material the creation is made? Right? Now the next question. So let us take this term. Vaichitrya-chitrīkritam. Idam jagat chitrīkritam. This world is created. What is the nature of this world? There is Vaichitriyam. Vaichitriyam means what? Varieties. Where did these varieties come from? What are the varieties we are seeing here? Plants of different kinds, animals of different kinds, birds of different kinds, insects of different kinds, human beings also of different kinds. Everything, varieties are given. How many varieties? Infinite varieties. Where did these varieties come from? What will be your answer? Varieties came from Ichha. What else? Varieties of desires, therefore varieties of creation. Isn't it? So this creation is an indication of how many varieties of desires we can have. How many varieties of desires can we have? Infinite. And every desire will give you a physical body. An ant is crawling there. Why is that Jīvātmā born as an ant? Because it has desired something. You see? A stray dog is lying there. What is the cause? Ichha is the cause. Remember, Paramatma himself is lying down there in ignorance. In this way, varieties. If you observe these animals, birds, etc., you will find a peculiar nature in them. It is that nature which has given birth in that body, to that Jīvātmā. If you see a crow, you will see it is very clever, cunning. You see? So somebody believed that being cunning, being clever is the way to happiness. And that Jīvātmā becomes a crow. You see? Yes or no? It has to be so. Somebody felt that violence is the way to happiness. That fellow is born some as tiger or lion or something. Isn't it? So this way you start observing everything. There is a peculiar behavior of these creatures. That behavior is something related to their vasanas, their desires, and that desire manifested a body for them. Somebody believed that laziness, lying down, doing nothing is the way to happiness. So which animal? Say buffalo or whatever. Isn't it? You believed in something that this might give me happiness. You believed it, and that belief system gave you a body to exhaust your desire. Yes. This is this Vaichitrya. The world is full of varieties. And every being is a particular mixture of desire. Maybe tamasic, rajasic, sattvic, a combination is there. Remember, with these three gunas only this infinite creation has come. Just like with the three basic colors, all colors are born, isn't it? I think red, yellow, blue, some say red, green, blue, whatever it is. That is not our point of discussion. With three colors, every color is born. In the same way, with three gunas, with permutations and combination, Vaichitryam is created. Vaichitrya. So the root cause is swa-ichha. That's the point. Now another question is, when did this creation come into existence? So the term used here to answer this is prāng-nirvikalpam. Idam jagat prāng-nirvikalpam. Prak, before, it was nirvikalpam, unmanifest. This world was unmanifest before. What is the example given? Bijasya antaha ankuraha eva. Like the future tree, ankura, inside the seed. Just like in the beginning, this tree was unmanifest in the form of a seed. In the same way, the whole world, prak, before, was in the stage of unmanifestation. So what is the answer? The answer is, there was never a time when this creation was non-existent. This creation is anādi. This is the answer. This creation is beginningless. Yes, this creation oscillates between the state of manifestation and unmanifestation. But there was never a time when this creation was non-existent. What is the problem? So this is refuting ārambhavāda. There is a particular philosophy which says that creation came into existence at a particular time. So that particular theory is refuted here. Remember, all these theories, philosophies are all, imaginations of our own mind. So every theory has to be understood as, gaining clarity. When Bhagwan Shankaracharya criticizes a particular philosophy, it is not the philosophy being criticized, please understand. It is a particular wrong notion, a particular misunderstanding which is taken away. So this is our natural thought that creation began at some point, isn't it? We may believe in some big bang or whatever it is. So here it is said, no. Creation cannot have a beginning. Why? No, logically we have to think. Why creation cannot begin? What is the cause of creation? Swa-ichha. Yes or no? So, when the desire begins, creation begins. Assuming that the creation has begun. When the desire begins, creation begins. When does the desire begin? Desire begins when ignorance begins. From avidya comes kama. Desire begins when ignorance begins. Which ignorance? Self-ignorance. Because desire is a state of imperfection. So the moment Jīvātmā has ignorance, that moment only he can have desires. Paramatma, he need not have any desire. So the moment ignorance begins, avidya begins, that very same moment desires also begin. Now the question is, can ignorance begin? Can ignorance begin? Let us assume ignorance begins. What should be just before that? Knowledge, because opposite of ignorance is knowledge. So, what is the necessary condition for the ignorance to begin? Knowledge should end. Ignorance then can begin. Can knowledge end? Can knowledge end? Once you have known that this snake is not rope, you have seen it with a torchlight. Now the light is not there. Again darkness is there. Now what is the knowledge you have? Will it come back? The ignorance. Oh, I think now again it must have become snake. Once gone is gone forever. Yes or no? So since ignorance cannot begin, ignorance has to be beginningless. Are you able to see the logic here? When did your ignorance of this language, tetao, begin? Tetao or tanima. This is the language which today only one person knows. Only one person knows this language. So a few years back, some 150 people knew, it seems. Now all of them are gone. Only one person knows. I ask this language because I am sure nobody knows. Suppose I say French or German, etc., somebody will raise the hand. So the point is, when did your ignorance of this language begin? Some foreign language. When did this ignorance of this language begin? What will you say? Beginningless, there is no other word. Any language which you do not know, you will have to say, from beginningless time, I have been ignorant. This is called as anādi. So, ignorance is anādi because there is no knowledge. And therefore, desires have to be anādi. And therefore, see the logic. Ignorance is anādi. Therefore, desires are anādi. Therefore, the expression of desire. What is expression of desire? Creation. It has to be anādi. You cannot say it started at a particular time. No. It's illogical. It cannot happen. Scientists are struggling with this. They are trying to find, when did this creation begin? According to us, there is no problem at all. We have no problem. See? When you are guided by Shastra and Guru Parampara, you will have absolutely no problem at all in life. Those people who don't have Shraddha in the scriptures, they will have a lot of problem. Anyway, that's a different topic. Prāng-nirvikalpam. So there was a stage, we accept, there was a stage when world was not there. Because if you say this world is anādi, then the logical people say, see the sun, it existed some few billions of years back. Before that, sun was not there. So we say it was there in the unmanifest form. Everything is there, nothing is lost. There is srishti, sthiti, laya. Laya doesn't mean non-existence. Laya only means unmanifestation. It is not manifest, but it is there latent. It is there dormant. Every jiva is there, along with the vasanas. Everything is there, but in the bijavastha. In that seed, everything about the tree is there. But it is not manifest, it is not seen. It is there. It is stored and kept. That is called as stage of non-manifestation. It is there, but it is not seen. So what is this creation? This creation is anādi. How long will this creation be? See the next term, punaha. Punaha means what? Again. Means what? It can be ananta also. Anādi, ananta. But what will desire? When its anta will be? Use the same logic. As long as desire is, so long creation is. The moment desire ends, creation for that Jīvātmā ends. Sadashiva. Don't forget this. He is there to put your creation a full stop permanently. Remember, creation is for whom? This is a very important question. We can't say creation is there. For whom? There is no creation floating. No, creation is in the mind. So creation is experienced by every Jīvātmā. Without Jīvātmā, there is no creation. Who experiences creation? So an independent existence for creation is not accepted. Creation is always with respect to a Jīvātmā who is desiring creation. So when he is desiring creation, creation is there. The moment there is no more desire for creation, the creation will vanish. And when is that state? When is that state when the creation will end? When the desires will end? When the knowledge take place. What is that knowledge? Swatmanameva advayam. I alone am. I, the pure consciousness alone am. Nothing else exists. Why should that state put an end to all desires? Because that state is Ananda Swarupa. Where there is Ananda, desires have to end. Because the purpose of every desire is happiness. When I come to know I myself am absolute happiness, absolute bliss, this is my nature. I don't have to get it from the world. It is already there in me. Then what happens? That which has become my nature, I will never desire. I will never desire it from the outer world. So, the moment I experience Ananda in my nature, that very same moment desires end. And when the desires end, the projection of creation for me also ends. Till then, the creation will be going on. For whom? For me. Is it clear? Yes. So is this question answered? When did creation begin? How long the creation will be? You just see one word. That's all. Right. And what is the nature of this creation? Maya kalpita. Bas, over. Means what? Perfect illusion. This creation is perfect. There is a perfect cause-effect sequence. How? Bijasya antaha iva ankuraha. So here, the perfection of creation is what is pointed out. This creation is no doubt an illusion, but it is a perfect illusion with perfect happenings happening in the illusion. Bijasya anta iva ankuraha also means there is a perfect cause-effect relationship. Karya karana sambandha is there. You sow the seed, mango seed, what will come out? Mango tree alone will come out. There is a science. Now that is called as perfection in creation. Something and all happening. No. Everything has got a perfect logic. Right. Just like when you sow a mango seed, mango tree comes. The child of a human being is also a human being. A buffalo or a donkey is not born. It's perfect, There is an intelligence behind this creation. So this also indicates that God is Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman and Sarvavyapi. That perfection in the creation is an indication of perfection of the Creator. Right. So not only in this world, that seed sprouts and slowly becomes a tree. You look into your inner world, it is the same thing. Thoughts slowly become words, actions, etc., isn't it? My thoughts, they evolve to become my words. Words evolve to become my actions. And whatever actions I do, accordingly I get reactions also from the outer world. A negative thought is entertained, that negative thought becomes negative word, that negative word becomes negative action. For negative action, what kind of reaction you will get? You beat somebody, other fellow also will give you too. You abuse somebody, the best choicest words from dictionary will come. You see, your negative action attracting negative reaction from cosmos. There is a science. So if you want to create a beautiful world around, what has to be done? Change yourself. Noble thoughts will become noble actions. Noble actions will attract everything good, everything noble, everything auspicious from the cosmos. Cosmos has everything, good and bad. The question is, what are you attracting towards yourself? Good or bad? If you constantly work on yourself, work on self-reformation, constantly keep on being good, better, you will find that your cosmos also starts responding in the same wavelength. Isn't it? There is a perfect science. That's why Puja Gurudev used to say, this universe is not a chaos, it's a cosmos. Right. See, so many of these questions are answered in this one verse. Bijasya antah iva ankurah jagadidam. So, idam jagat chitrīkritam maya kalpita desha kala kalana. Kalana means associated with. Associated with desha and kala. So in this creation you will find time and space as though they are the two coordinates upon which this chitram has been painted. You see, there is a canvas. For canvas what is needed? X-axis, Y-axis. Then you paint. What are these X and Y axis? Desha and Kala. See the beauty of Shankaracharya. On this canvas, this beautiful painting of this world has been painted. Vaichitrya, with full of varieties. So what is meant here is, you perform one karma perfectly. You will get the karma phala at the right kala, at the right desha. Right place, right time, you get your karma phala. That perfect, precise is this creation. Such a perfect creation. You say there is no God? How can you? In this world, slight mistake you make and then you have to pay a price for it. What is that spacecraft? Columbus or something, isn't it? While entering back into the space, one tile or something got displaced. The whole spaceship was gone. One mistake. See the price you have to pay. That is the perfection of this creation. So there is an intelligent principle. Now, there is a problem with this bijasya antah ivankura. There is one philosophy called svabhavavāda. Why should we believe in God? Everything happens according to the laws of the universe. This is called as svabhavavāda or anīrshvaravāda. Why do you have to believe in a God? There are certain laws in this universe and everything is happening based on laws. Like for example, the milk turning into curd. Why should you bring unnecessarily God into picture? In the same way, bijasya ankura. Now this example has that defect. The seed is turning into tree. Why unnecessarily bring God into effect? To, overcome that defect, Mayavi example is used. You see? Mayavi is a sentient being. Yogi is a sentient being. Otherwise, everything you answer, the laws are taking care. Bas, why unnecessarily bring God? There is a sentient, intelligent being behind creation. That's why that example. Mayavi and Yogi. Right? All the terms have been explained? Any term left? Let's chant this verse once again. Bijasyantarī vankuro jagadidam prāng-nirvikalpam maya kalpita desha kala Vaichitrya-chitrīkritam Māyāvīva vijrambhayatyapi maha yogī vayasvechaya tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye nama idam Shri Dakshinamurthaye. Yes. All terms have been explained, isn't it? Yes. Now we will go to the next verse. What is the next verse? The next verse is talking about how did this creation get its existence. Yasyaiva sfuranam sadatmakamasat kalparthakam bhasate sakshat tattvamasiti vedavachasa yo bodhayatyashritan yat sakshat karanad bhavenna punaravrittir bhavambho nidho tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye nama idam Shri Dakshinamurtaye yasyaiva sfuranam sadatmakam kalparthakam bhasate sakshat tattvamasiti vedavachasa yo bodhayatyashritan yat sakshat karana bhavenna punara vrittir bhavambho nidho tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye nama idam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. Yes. So in this verse, Sat aspect of the self is highlighted. Next verse will be Chit aspect. So here it is Sat aspect. What is Sat? Existence. Existence. Yasyaiva sfuranam sadatmakam. See, a law is stated. Yasyaiva sfuranam sadatmakam. Sfuranam. Sfuranam means what? Manifestation. It also means shining. Yasya sfuranam sadatmakam. That which manifests as Sat. Sat means what? Existence. Now see the term used? Sat Atmakam. Sat is the very Atma of this reality. Sat is the very Atma of this reality means what? When we say something is the very Atma, what we means is, without that it has no existence. Sweetness is the very Atma of sugar. Heat is the very Atma of fire. You can't think of a fire without heat. You can't think of sugar without sweetness. In the same way, you can't think of Atma without Sat. Sat is its very nature. It is not some property. It is its very nature. What is the difference between property and nature? Fragrant flower. Is it property or nature? It depends. It is possible that fragrance may go away when it, So that which doesn't leave is called nature. There are some properties which may go, which may fade away. Then they are called as property. We don't call it nature. So, Sat is the very intrinsic nature of Atma. Atma means what? Self. Here. Okay. We are describing about self. Please understand. Always remember, whatever is discussed is about whom? About me. It is me who is being glorified here. Somebody asked Ramana Maharshi, Bhagwan, you are realized, why do you study scriptures? Ramana Maharshi said, I just want to know what they have written about me. They have written so many things about me. You see, this is the way the scriptures have to be studied. This is about me. I am the one. You see, don't say that some Brahman exists somewhere. No. Right now, here. Are you existing? That Sat is being spoken of here now. No, don't objectify Sat. Subjectify Sat. That Sat. I am existing now. Yes. This existence is being spoken of. This way you must feel. It's an experiential knowledge. Don't objectify it. Right. Your nature is Sat. Existence. The nature of Atma is Sat. Therefore, what is the nature of Anatma? Asat. That's the next line. Asat kalpa arthakam bhasate. Anything other than you. That is Anatma. Anything other than you, should it be Sat or Asat? It has to be Asat. Why? Because the law is Atma alone is Sat. The nature of Atma is Sat. Therefore, the nature of Anatma has to be Asat. Asat kalpa arthakam bhasate. Bhasate appears. Come as. Artham, sense objects. Kalpa, in the form of. Asat, non-existent. So, Atma alone is existent. Now, the sense objects are appearing. And what is the nature of sense objects? They are of the form of Asat. Asat is the nature of Artham. There Artham, one term is there. What is Artham? Actually, the word meaning of Artham is meaning. Artham means meaning, isn't it? That which gives meaning to the sense organs. That is the meaning there. What gives meaning to the sense organs? Sense objects. Yes or no? What gives meaning to the eyes? The color and the form. Otherwise, what is the use of eyes? That is the way that word has come. See the beauty of the word. Artham, meaning. That which gives meaning to the sense organs. So what is it? Sense objects. What is sense object? World. What else? What is this world? It is nothing but sense objects. Sense objects means what? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Other than this, there is nothing else. Suppose these 5 are removed. Will you experience the world? No. World experience, it just goes away. Just think. Suppose the eyes are taken off, ears are taken off, everything is taken off. Just imagine your existence. World will be cut off. So the whole world is put in one word, Artham. Right. And what is this world? Asat. It is non-existent. Why is it non-existent? Because existence is the nature of the self. If existence is the nature of the self, therefore non-existence must be the nature of non-self. But non-self is seen. In this world, what am I seeing? I very clearly know that these things are not me. So what is happening there? I am seeing Sat in Anatma. I am seeing existence in Anatma. So the guidance is given. This existence is only bhasate. It's an appearance. It cannot exist there. Because existence is my nature. Existence is the nature of the self. How can existence be there? Impossible. Are you able to see this? Existence is my nature. So other than me, nothing should exist. But I am seeing the world existing. So definitely, one thing is for sure, there is no existence there. Because I can see there is no self there. And because self is not there, existence cannot be there. But then it is seen, yes, it is only an appearance. It is not existence. Are you able to see the logic? So let us stop here for some time. Now this is something which you have to meditate upon. How to meditate? Now these are all meditative lines. At the seat of meditation, experience that existence. Existence is my nature. Shift your attention to the existence in you. I am existing. And this existence is the ultimate existence, which is giving existence to the everything else. Others are only appearances. What exists is me. Like dream. The whole world is there, but they have no existence. Who gives existence to them? Who gives appearance to them? Bhasate. I am giving. I alone exist. So this becomes a Vedantic meditation.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhave, asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.